It's time for the 49ers Rush podcast. And here's your host, John Chapman.
All right, welcome to another episode of the 49ers Rush podcast. I'm your host, as always, John Chapman, and we got a fun one. We're in the divisional round of the playoffs, first off, so the 49ers are in. This is awesome. We're playing, and it's 2020 January. That's huge. And so if the 49ers are going to step up their game, I think we have to do the same thing. We are going to have details today, a lot of details today. You have the opportunity to win a free Ronnie Lott autographed jersey during game time. So I will get back to you guys with that one in just a little while, and how to win that and what the details are and all that. But super excited for what's to come. And, man, so excited with everything that's going on. And it's been a little bit of a different week because what I haven't been able to do is break down 49ers film. You know, the clips out there on Twitter and at JL_Chapman and all that stuff. And so, you know, we're constantly going to be doing that. But, you know, one of the things that we haven't done is there wasn't a game this week. It was the first time in 3+ months. So what I decided to do was break down the Minnesota Vikings offensive game against the Saints just so we could see how they're going to attack us and what we need to do on defense and all that stuff. So today's episode is going to be predominantly focused on the Minnesota Vikings offense, and we will be back with our next episode to cover what's going on with the Minnesota Vikings defense. So that's kind of what's going on there, and appreciate everybody joining us in the chat. I love it. Wally Lava, he says he lives by Ronnie Lott, and a lot of people hang out in his driveway. If you are part of the chat, then you can see the colorful language that is used by Wally. That is hilarious. I love it. Yeah, and what a great week of football. You know, if you joined us on the Hot Mic app, that was a lot of fun. You know, we covered 2 games. We're going to be covering 2 games again this week, obviously the 49ers game, but also going to be covering the other NFC game on Sunday. So we'll be covering the Packers and Seahawks because that's who the 49ers will be playing if they win. So really excited about that as well. So if you haven't joined us on the Hot Mic app, you got to do so. You got to get over there. Use promo code RUSHESF, RUSHESF. That's where that's going to be at, so please head over there. It's a lot of fun. Chris Collinsworth is calling the game this Saturday. Do you really want to listen to more Chris Collinsworth in your life? I don't think you do. Yeah, I know I sure don't. So if you want to join us in the 49ers Rush podcast, head over there. Hot Mic app, it's everywhere there is. Rush ESF is the promo code. That is huge. So a couple quick questions just right away. Orlando, he says, John, which player for the Vikings is the biggest threat to the Niners? Yeah, I don't think there's much debate on this one. Dalvin Cook is the answer to any question that you have. If you look at what the Vikings try to do, they're very similar to the 49ers. The 2 teams that run more than they pass in the entire NFC, 49ers, Vikings. That's it. So they have the exact same system that we have. You know, they brought in Gary Kubiak to try to bring in the same thing that, that kind of outside zone blocking system that the 49ers run. That's what they do as well. And Dalvin Cook is special to say the least. You know, you look at his stats, it doesn't take long to realize how great he is. 250 rush attempts on the year for 1,135 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 53 catches for 500 yards. Everything goes through Dalvin Cook. Now, good thing is the 49ers have a great, absolutely great defensive scheme to stop the run, and we're bringing in, Earl Mitchell, the big plug up the middle, which is going to help with that as well. We get D Ford, we get Tart back, we get Quan back. That's 4 new defenders that are returning from injury. Now, none of those are officially returned yet, besides Earl Mitchell, but it does seem like we're going to have all 4 of those people, and that's huge. That is awesome. So super excited about that. Niner by nature. Tom Brady got bent over and forgot to tighten up. Yeah, I agree with you there, man. That was a rough game. And Derrick Henry it was special what Derrick Henry and that offensive line did. But Tom Brady, I don't know. I think he's done. I really, really do. He could not move that offense at all. Will this happen to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens? No, I do not think so. The Ravens, they're pretty special. That offense is going to roll the Titans, I think. I don't think it's going to be close. So, anyway, let's do this real quick. Let's jump over. Let's change the setting here. You guys don't want to see my ugly face that much. And let's throw up some Minnesota Vikings film. And the purpose of this is just to understand exactly what they try to do on offense and how we can exploit that and what they're going to try to exploit from us as well. Now, as this jumps in and the video gets going, I talk a lot. You guys know I talk a lot. That's why I have a stupid podcast. But they do a lot of the exact same things that we do. Outside zone blocking, multiple tight end sets. They use a fullback every now and then. It's play action pass and all that kind of stuff. So as this goes on, you're going to see lots of pausing and all that stuff. If you want the full breakdown, head over to my Patreon page. It's patreon.com. Just type in 49ers Rush Podcast. You can join us, the Frank Gore tier. It's $8 a month, and all of that goes into the podcast, and so I appreciate all the people that have helped us out over there. So as you see those things, if you want to hear my ramblings and breaking down the coaching film as I build the scouting reports, that's going to be there. And it's year-round because I'll be doing draft work and all that kind of off-season workouts, all that stuff. So, oh, man, Arnold, how dare you? I hate you out here looking like Fred Durst 99. Ouch. Ouch. I was a big Limp Bizkit fan, in middle school. That hurts, man. That hurts to the core. Ouch. That hurt. That's hilarious, though. From Damien, in the playoffs, I would like to see more coverage sacks. Do you think Robert can repeat that game plan in Week 12 without deep forward? What Robert Saleh's been able to do is special. But basically what's happened is they have eliminated half of the field. Wherever Richard Sherman is, nobody's throwing against him. They're just attacking the other side corner, whether that's Mosley or Ahkello Witherspoon. And I don't think that this is going to be a team that does that. I think they're going to throw it all over the place. They do have Stefan Diggs, and they do have Adam Thielen, great wide receivers. And so curious to see how they're going to attack that backside corner. The left side corner is Sherman. They don't throw it too much at him. But, it definitely need to have Mosley out there. That is the idea behind, how we're going to be successful. And so pretty excited about that. Now, here's a couple things, and real quick, we do have a new sponsor, and I'm really, really excited to have these guys back. That is BlueChew.com. These guys are awesome, and so here's the deal. Guys, do you remember the days where you were always ready to go? Now you can increase your performance and get the extra confidence in bed. Here's what you got to do. Listen up. BlueChew.com. That's blue like the color. They bring you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis and all those things, so you know that they work. But here's the thing that makes it so special. One, you can take it anytime, with food or without food. And here's the thing. If you head over to BlueChew.com and you use the promo code 49ers, 49ERS, here's the thing. You just got to pay for shipping. Your first shipment is free. It's the better, cheaper, faster choice, and it's completely, there's no awkward stuff. It comes in a very discreet package. There's no in-person doctor's visit, no waiting in the pharmacy, and it's just not awkward. So head over to BlueChew.com. Again, that's BLUE Chew.com. Use promo code 49ers, and all you got to do is pay $5 for shipping, and your first shipment is free if you use that promo code. If you don't get that offer. So just want to say thank you to BlueChew.com and for them supporting the podcast. Really, really excited. And here's the thing that's so special about Blue Chew and why you guys should love it too. Because of this sponsorship, on the Hot Mic broadcast during Saturday's game, during the second quarter, we are going to be giving away an autographed Ronnie Lott signed jersey. So that's the thing. When money comes into the podcast, I wish that I could get rich off that thing. I spit it on you guys because I'm dumb. It's just what it is. So we are going to be giving away a signed Ronnie Lott jersey, number 42, the beast himself who cut off half of his finger in the Super Bowl, 49ers legend, best safety of all time, on the Hot Mic broadcast. Now, here is how you are going to win this jersey. You are the first ones that I've mentioned it to. Haven't even put it on Twitter yet, but here we go. All you have to do, download the Hot Mic app. Some of you guys have already done this, and I appreciate that. Download the Hot Mic app, whether you have an Android or an iPhone, doesn't matter. Use the promo code RUSHESF, RUSHESF. Then what you have to do is just follow me on that app. So type in John Chapman or 49ers Rush Podcast, whichever one. Both of those will get you to me. And then hit the follow button. During the second quarter of the game, we do the live play-by-play and broadcasting and all that stuff. I'm just going to have a 49er specific trivia question. And the first one that answers it, you're going to get the Ronnie Lott jersey for free. So again, all you got to do, follow me on the app, download the Hot Mic app, again, HOTMIC. It's everywhere apps are available. Rush ESF is the promo code. Type in John Chapman when you're on there. You'll find me under the broadcasters, and then hit follow. And then during the broadcast, we're going to be giving away. Also during the broadcast, we're going to be giving away gift cards as well. So we are trying to bring as much of this climate and culture over to the games, because you don't want people like Chris Collinsworth, and you don't want commercial breaks all the time and all that stuff. We want to try to create just a culture of interaction. We're able to interact on that app, and it's an absolute blast. I think we've got about 600 people already over there following us. We're trying to get those numbers up because it's special, and we're able to talk and have a good time during the broadcast and interact back and forth. It's got a chat feature. It syncs to the broadcast. So that's on Hot Mic. Again, Rush ESF is the promo code, RUSHESF. So now back to the Minnesota Vikings. From Allen, how do we stop Dalvin Cook? Number one, nobody's really been able to do it. But if you go back and you watch this game that's playing for you guys, the first half he was special. The second half, what the Saints did is they went from a 2-safety look and they converted down to a 1-safety look. They like to have 2 deep safeties, and they got out of that. I think I want to stay in our 4-3 package as much as possible this week, especially if Quan's back. Now, if Azeez is out there, not so much. If Quan Alexander is playing, I think we should stay in our 4-3 package probably 75% of the time, obviously on running downs. I think that's going to be key. Now, the wide 9 takes away a lot of what Dalvin Cook wants to do. The Minnesota Vikings' favorite play is the outside toss. And again, if you guys are watching this, you're going to see it a lot. Well, they'll come out in a double tight end set, and they'll come out in an overload offensive set, which you're seeing right now if you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch or Periscope or Twitter. And that's the outside toss, what you just saw. And so they'll toss it, and then it's just a zone blocking concept, and he picks his hole. So you run a 4-3 set with Quan, Warner, and Dre Greenlaw. That's going to be key, especially if Jaquiski Tartt's back. And I hate to say this, Tartt's a beast. I'd prefer to have Marcel Harris in this game. I know that's crazy. I've come a long way on the Marcel Harris hate, but he is great versus the run. Tartt's very good versus the run, too. I'm not trying to say Tartt's a liability by any stretch, but Marcel Harris is much better against the run than Jaquiski Tartt. I want Tartt in coverage, and I want Harris at versus the run. So if we can figure that out, I think good things are going to happen. I really, really do. So, yeah, I think that's one way that you stop them. It's just the personnel groupings that you're going to use, and then also just kind of focus on your safety play. Get them involved. That's what it is. So, Niner by nature. John, what is your AFC and NFC divisional round predictions? Man, I hate to say it. The NFC, I hate to say it. I got us versus Seahawks again for the trifecta, man, and it sucks. I hate it. I can't stand it. I don't want to play the Seahawks again. I want to play Green Bay, but I've got the 49ers and Seahawks in the championship for the NFC, and in the AFC, I've got very boring, but I have the Ravens and the Chiefs. I have the 1 and 2 seed advancing there, and I think the Chiefs are the ones that are going to get out of the AFC. So I really do believe the Chiefs are the best team to beat. Now, if you look at what Vegas and the money is saying, obviously they go for all of the favorites and the seeds and all that stuff. The Minnesota Vikings are a full touchdown underdog to the 49ers. And if you head over to mybookie.ag, the number one sports betting site in the world, here's what they have up for the 49ers so far. 49ers are -7, so a full touchdown favorites. The money line is huge. It's -320. So if you don't want to give up that full touchdown and you just want to bet for the 49ers to just win outright, it's -320. So that's a considerable amount. You're betting, I think that's 20. You're going to win about $6 on that on top of that. So that's rough. The over-under is at 45. That's bounced around a little bit. But I'll do my full prediction episode later on. But if you want to play on MyBookie, all you got to do is head to mybookie.ag. It's in the comments. If you want to go down and the description of the video on YouTube or wherever you're listening, that is there, so you can sign up. Use promo code 49ers, 49ERS, and that's going to double your initial deposit. We have had a great year betting. I'm pretty sure everybody that's bet with us, I get a lot of messages on Twitter. Hey, John, what should I do here? And that's fun. I always want to try to help out. But it's supposed to be entertainment. That's what it is. But it's always fun whenever, my betting so far with the cash pay, with the payouts of all the year-long betting was huge. I even put in a couple bets for the 49ers to win the Super Bowl and all that kind of stuff. Got paid off on the 49ers winning the division. And, man, if the 49ers do win the Super Bowl, I got in at plus 4,500 odds, or the percentage. So it's not for every dollar you get $4,000, but it'd be several $100s. So excited about that. So, again, mybookie.ag, promo code 49ers. They'll double your initial deposit. The number one place to bet for everything, every single sport that you want that was out there, it's all there. So those are my predictions. Hopefully that helps you there. From Drew, will Bosa and D Ford edge pressure keep Kirk Cousins one-dimensional? Or do you think he'll get the ball away quickly? They don't try to get the ball away very quick. Now, every team that plays the 49ers does because of our pass rush capabilities, but you'll see as you're watching this film, Drew, play action, max protect, because their wide receivers are so good, they can afford to have more blocking and just have 2 to 3 guys out on a route because they're so special with, Thielen and Diggs. And then their tight ends are very good too. Obviously Kyle Rudolph, who's been in the league for a long time, excuse me, is special, but also Irv Smith Jr. Their tight end out of Alabama, he is having a great year. So that's going to be huge. That's going to be huge. Who's going to prevail in this NFC West to NFC North matchup? Yeah, I think the Seahawks are going to win. I am not a believer in what the Packers have. Aaron Rodgers is great. Their defense is wonderful. I'm just not a believer. Really, really not. And freaking Russell Wilson, yeah, I don't want them out there. I want the Packers to win, but I do believe the Seahawks are going to win the day. All right. A couple other questions real quick. Yeah, appreciate that, Arnold. Back with the porno pills. Yep, that's right, man. Got to help the people out. Got to give the people what they want. Will Blue Chew make my innie and outie? I think they can help you out, 90 by Nature. I believe in you. BlueChew.com, promo code 49ers. I like it. Do you think the defense is slated for a big game with the Vikings offensive line? Now, great question. And if we look at what the Vikings offensive line has done throughout the year, they're pretty damn good, especially whenever it comes to pressure. Now, they've only given up, they've given up 29 sacks on the year. Okay, now if we look at the players that have given up the most, Pat Elflein, who plays left guard, he's given up 6 sacks. Riley Reef, longtime player that's kind of bounced around. He was with Detroit for a while. He's the left tackle. He's given up 5 sacks. And then their center, Garrett Bradbury, the rookie, he started off awful. They got him in the first round, and they were expecting him to just step in and be great right off the bat. But he's had some issues. 8 penalties on the year. He has a 40.6 pass blocking grade. But what he excels at is getting out on the edge and run blocking. That's kind of where he's special. So do I think that the 49ers are going to get pressure on Kirk Cousins? Obviously I do. This defensive line with Dee Ford, you look at the track record that the 49ers had when he was playing and when he wasn't, they're two different teams. He's special. Dee Ford is special. And the fact that we have him on this team and he is coming back, he is more important than Quan, in my opinion. He's more important than Tart. He's huge. He is absolutely, I think in this defense, just off the top of my head, okay, I think it goes, just with the defensive line, I think it goes Bosa, then Dee Ford, then Eric Armstead, then Buckner. Those 4 guys are key. After that, it's just a bunch of different people that you're kind of plugging in, getting their strength. That's just what I believe. Now, if we go to the linebacker position, I think it goes Fred Warner, Quan Alexander, Dre Greenlaw. I think that's the pecking order. Fred Warner's been great, 6 All-Pro votes this year. He's played very, very well. Now let's go to the secondary. It's Sherman, then a huge gap. Okay, Sherman, then Jimmy Ward, then Jaquaski Tart, and then I think it's Emmanuel Mosley. Sorry, let me take that back. It goes Richard Sherman, K'Wan Williams, then a huge gap. K'Wan Williams has had a great year, should have been in the Pro Bowl, should have been an All-Pro. He got snubbed, just not a big name out there. But yeah, if we get back Dee Ford, that is key. I really do think that he just provides a whole different level, and I think that you can get a lot of pressure on Kirk Cousins. I've been on the record saying the 49ers D-line should dominate this game way too many damn times, and the sacks just have not been replicated. They really haven't. The pressures are there. What Bosa's been able to do is nothing short of amazing, but the sack numbers have not been there. So I do think we're ready for a big game, and I do not believe in Kirk Cousins. I really, really don't. I put out on Twitter, and I know obviously everybody is going to be on my side because I'm a 49ers game and all that kind of stuff, whatever else. But I tweeted out, with the amazing matchup set up for Saturday, who's the better quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo or Kirk Cousins? Well, we've got over 1,300 votes. It's 86% on the side of Jimmy G and 13% of the side on Kirk Cousins. Now, Kirk Cousins has had great statistical years. If we look at what Kirk's done, let's just go to his stats here. He's played very, very well. Close to 70% completion percentage on the year. 3,600 yards, 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. That is a great ratio. He hasn't thrown for as many yards as Jimmy Garoppolo has, about 300 less. But he's playing great. He really, really is. His quarterback rating is a 107 on the year. Now, the problem is with him is he disappears for games, for times that game. Yeah, man, Gibster, I love that. John, quote, here's the thing, end quote, Chapman. I freaking love that. That is awesome. Thank you, Gibster. I'm going to steal that. I do use that phrase a lot. But Kirk Cousins is special, but he's not a primetime guy. Whenever all the lights are on, he disappears, and he struggles big time in big games. Even if you watch the game versus, the New Orleans Saints, he was gone for a long time. He just kind of disappeared. And so you kind of take that for what it is. I'm not sold on what he can bring to the team, and I really do think that the 49ers are going to get the win here. I just really do. But unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to bail. Really do appreciate everything and all of the support. And again, if you want to win that autographed Ronnie Lott jersey this week, this is huge. Head over, download the app, Hot Mic app, use promo code RUSHESF, and then make sure that you follow me on there, and that will do it. So until next time, guys, stay strong, and man, so excited. Playoff football, 49ers this week. Let's go, baby.